Peace, it's Daddy Stetson Sonic. You watching Sway in the Morning, Shade 45.
Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. Man, I remember, I'm going to tell you a story because my brother is here.
I love stories.
You know, and growing up on the West Coast, you know, at the time when this wasn't when we had the internet and we didn't have social media, and, you know, we didn't have all those platforms where you could kind of get a inside view of someone else's environment from your seat of your couch in your living room. You didn't have that. So you would hear stories. You had some magazines or you had some newsletters that circulated, or if you saw videos, you know, you had to put the story together for yourself. Mm-hmm. And I remember King Tech and I and a young man by the name of Joe Quicks, the Latin soul brother out of the Bay Area. When we were in high school, we wanted to go to New York. We always dreamt of saving our money and go to New York and go to the Mecca of hip hop. This is after you know, watching Wild Style and Style Wars and, you know, Beat Street and all these great movies that was just, you know, exciting. You know, it just kind of encapsulated the energy of what's going on at the time. And I remember one time we came to New York and we were trying to get into a club called the Tunnel.
Yeah, a little club called the Tunnel.
And they literally had a security guard that was outside pointing at people they wanted to come in and people they didn't want to come in. Being from Cali, we didn't look like nothing from New York. So we was like, man, there's no way we're going to get in this club. But there was this guy, this beat collector, the Duke of Denmark was his name. Okay. And he had a little inside with the club, and they got us in the club. And I remember just being blown away by the energy of it all. You know, and we went to a room, separate room to the club had different rooms. We went to a room, and they were playing this song, Sally. And it was Stetson Sonic. And it was this voice that was blaring through the speakers. And we were just like mesmerized in the moment how people was dancing to this song, and everybody knew the song and everybody knew the dances, and it was everything we imagined it to be. So when we finally got on the radio, that was one of the songs that was one of our go-to songs. And Stetson Sonic was the name of the group. The voice that was blaring through the speakers at that time was the king himself, Daddy-O. And we went on to become big fans of theirs and their movement and what they were all about. But I'm not sure if he ever knew what kind of role he played in our development. Sway and Tech on the world famous Wake Up Show and all the things we've done. All this stuff, MTV, Shade 45, sitting down with the president, all those things were inspired by certain individuals that kind of gave us, and maybe at that time everybody was younger, so, you know, we were kind of living in the moment, but we were borrowing from the blueprint, the grid that certain individuals that lived a certain way and presented themselves a certain way, we were taking cues from that. And so when you fast forward to 2016 and have this man sitting next to me, this is really his show. This is Daddy-O in the morning on Shade 405. He's gone on to do so much, help so many people in their careers. We'll talk about that, whether it's Junior Mafia to Mary J. Blige, to the Roots. The list goes on and on. He's been a music executive, still is, a professor of sorts. He's just a well-rounded individual, a Renaissance man, a legend, an icon, living, walking, the one and only Daddy-O, ladies and gentlemen, is here. Yeah. Daddy-O is here. Hold up. Give it a round. Daddy-O is here.
You got to give a different type of applause.
Daddy-O is here. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
I'm back in New York, so I'm good. I had the dollar van ride today, so I'm good.
Man, you know you're home when you get that dollar van
it's
ride, right?
You know what I noticed too, man?
What's that?
New Yorkers are neater than the rest of the country.
What do you mean?
They're just neater. Like, they just look neat.
Oh, the way they dress and everything. Yeah. It's are you in Manhattan or you?
They stuck up, but I was in Queens too. It was neat in Queens.
Neat in Queens
The
too.
little dirty people on the van was neat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even the dirty people in the van were neat.
Wow, this is interesting.
How long? So you've been in the South though, right?
Yeah, I've been in the South for like 7 years.
Okay.
I'm in Buckhead though, so I'm neat too.
You need too, right? And you still been involved with music. You got a new project that we're gonna be talking about today, right?
Projects.
Okay.
Yeah, they go on until 2018.
Okay.
At least.
Okay. Let's start with the one with everybody but KRS.
Yes,
And that's available now.
that's available on iTunes and RCS Music.
Okay, I want to talk
I
about...
get more money if you get it from RCS.
If you get it from our... Okay, great. KRS meaning KRS-One.
Yes.
Everybody but KRS. Hashtag everybody but KRS. What's the significance behind that title?
So I looked at, to me, for Daddy-O, competition will always be the cornerstone of hip-hop. So I looked at my peers. Chuck's really not included because me and Chuck is like the same person.
Chuck D from Public Enemy.
But then I thought about who I could beat and who I couldn't beat. And the only name I came up with that I couldn't beat was Chris.
KRS.
Wow.
KRS.
So it's everybody, it's open war on everybody but KRS. I already ran up on Mo D and Kaz in their dressing room in Philly.
How'd that go?
It went well. Mo D was like, oh, he's having a senior moment. I'm going to figure out how to twist this title to tell Chris you're really against him. And then 2 weeks later, he was asking my friend, where does Daddy-O use the studio?
Really? So the competitive spirit doesn't ever go anywhere, right?
Look, man, if it's true what my, I got heroes, right?
Yeah.
So, even though I'm mad at Mel most of the time, he's still my hero.
Melly Mel.
Still best MC in the world to me.
Yeah.
Fantastic Five. It goes on and on. Macedon Committee. Shout out Pebbly Pooh. I have influences, and when I look at my heroes, it was always about the next step. I mean, I tell people this, you don't even have to go back far. You go back to Run saying, if you say you heard my rhyme, we're going to have to fight because I just made the motherfucker up last night. That was a representative of every night you went out, you had to have a new rhyme.
Yeah.
In the beginning, making records was whack to us because it meant that the same routine rolled over and over again. So, we didn't start making records till real late. And in the beginning, we didn't know what we was doing. You listen to the first Sugar Hill album, and half of it is singing. We didn't know how to make it. It wasn't until Russell and Run made a whole album rapping that we was like, oh, yeah, we know how to, make an album. So, it's always about pushing and being competitive. And I look at two people. I look at Jimmy, right? And I look at Miles. And I say, oh, Miles was living right now. He'd be like, man, I ain't playing this horn no more. Just go listen to bitches.
Jimi Hendrix and Miles Davis.
Oh, Jimmy like, oh, I ain't playing this guitar no more. Just go listen to Purple Haze. No, they would be better now than they were any other time. So what's up with us? And the only guy that I think is even trying that in my group is Chris.
KRS.
But everybody else, if the Democratic Convention happens tonight, Chris's rhyme on stage is about the damn convention. Like, you don't get no better than that. I can't do that. I wish I could. I can't.
I like that you're saying this because it's this conventional wisdom, knowledge or consensus that once you reach a certain point in life and rap, that you shouldn't be rapping anymore. You can't be competitive. You can't.
I'm wondering where it came from, and I still haven't traced it. It's a weird thing.
The ageism.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from. It never occurred to us when we were kids. I don't know. I mean, I was talking to a friend of mine, right? Monica Palmer was telling me that she was sitting watching battle rap with Jalil. And Jalil looks at battle rap and he looks at Rex and them and goes, they seem so much more advanced than me. I feel like what I was doing was elementary. Like, what the fuck did he just say?
Wait, Jalil from Houdini.
Like,
Okay.
what are you talking about?
Hey, let me say this, Daddy-O. When you say these names, you got to qualify for the audience because folks don't know. That's why every
I'm
time
55, so I grew up with these
so
guys,
I'll help out. But,
But I'm just saying.
I always like to give a little history.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's, dude, we should be better now than we ever were.
Yeah.
That's why YZ is with me today. Because YZ is so much better now than he ever was. And I'm so much better now.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's because we saw it like, so what are we supposed to do? Just sit back and you listen to our old records? Like, really? Like old school concerts? Like, really? With big zoot suits on? Like, really?
Yeah.
Fuck out
Different times. Do you see yourself competitive with some of the front runners like a Kendrick or a Drake?
No. They're young guys. Let them young dudes do what they do, man. When we in the club, they on the other side.
Yeah.
We can make it that they don't go home if we want to. I mean, we something different, man. Like, it ain't none of that. Like, dude, come on, man. It ain't really many places we can't go, man. And we just got Baltimore locked down too. Like, And that was kind of hard, but, busy in Baltimore, so we got
Busy
B
B
in Baltimore. and
you gotta keep
shit, But I mean,
because if you say busy, they might think
look,
Busy Bone.
Right.
Look. No, we got Cleveland too.
Okay.
Shout out to Busy Bone too. But I'm just saying, like, the young guys are the young guys, and the best that we can ever do is support them. I'm so mad at us because I feel like we dropped the ball. I feel like when we was making what we was making, we didn't think of legacy. We didn't think we're gonna have to pass it on to anybody. And then so if we complain about Young Thug, it's like, nigga, it's your fault. Daddy-O, it's your fault that he wears a dress. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, oh no, it's not your fault, Daddy-O. Y'all was always positive. We never left a we left a blueprint, but just more like, look at what we do. We didn't say to Thug, we want you to do this. That's the way I want to do the new Self-Destruction album. Like, big guys tell little guys. Like, I got a record I want Rick Ross to write. You write a record called Abortion. It goes like this. The first 2 verses, you're taking us somewhere. You're rich. You got the car ready outside. The third verse, you're sitting in the clinic and thinking about your boys with baby carriages and stuff. So you give me glossy Rick Ross for 2 verses and then give me abortion pain for the 3rd verse.
Do you think that competitive spirit, though, the very nature of it, like disallowed for guys who are older to want to mentor youngers? Because I don't want to give you up too much game because I'm still in this. I don't want to share the spotlight.
No. We just dropped the ball. Sometimes you just drop the ball. Like when you a parent, sometimes you just drop the ball. And you got to come back. Like, I fucked up with my son. Like, I take him to FAO Swartz and let him walk down the aisles like a supermarket. And now he fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I met another couple that had a little son that I was mentoring. They didn't let him know he had money until 18. So I didn't know my mama had money until I turned 18. Then she gave me the old car and bought a new car. But she used to always tell us we ain't have money. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we learning how to do what we do. And I think that that's the point. But these young guys are really good. Like, they're really good at what they do. When I listen to Southern rap, I hear the Bronx. Like, I hear Mel and them just saying, this is what we are. And I don't care if you understand us culturally and we say the word Edomore. We don't care if you know that's Edomore Projects. We're doing this. That's fucking Young Thug, man.
So would Young Thug be your first mentee? Or would you have someone
no.
else?
Like, I would like, Chief Keef is the first guy on my list. Like, I love him. And so him, I like Ross. I would love to talk to Ross because I think there's something there, but I don't think it's anything anybody sees. I think the real Rick Ross is the riding Chevy High Rick Ross. And I think that if he goes back to that stuff that he was doing with those guys,
right.
I think he has it, but I think what he's done, it's like Heavy, no disrespect, but God bless the dead. Heavy's later years, he started doing a little.
From Heavy D and the Boys.
He started doing a little bit more commercial stuff. The original Heavy D stuff was just an original Heavy D that was really unmatchable. Like, nobody could. People were mad that they couldn't even do what he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think, so no, but I think all of them, like, they all need to know something. Like Kendrick's little egotistical ass, J. Cole's ass, all of them need to know something. You know what I'm saying? None of them have it figured out.
Why you think they're egotistical?
Oh, I could tell. I know egos. And look, Kanye said in what's that Kanye record? I forget the name of it, but he said, if you ain't popping shit, then what you rapping for? Come on, man.
Daddy-O, you got an ego too. You know them days.
Of course.
Yeah,
look at my. If I start running down who these guys are in the room, you'll see why.
Run it down.
Yeah, we here for it.
And they make me feel good. So
yeah.
All
right, this is what I want to do, man. We're gonna play some new music, but for my pleasure, we got to play some of the classics too.
Okay.
Daddy-O is here. YZ is here too. YZ said, "Don't play any of my music." That Sons of the Father album was, come on, man. King Tech and I live, slept, and breathe your music. All right? Old and new, okay? We're going to take them back. Let's take a trip back at the time. Daddy-O's here. YZ is here. 888-742-3345. Wow. Sway in the morning. Shade 45. DJ Wonder. That's a Sonic special super mix. Daddy-O is here with us. YZ is here with us as well. That was then. Now we're going to talk about now.
Okay.
You know, we covered a lot of great topics here, Tracy, right?
Absolutely, man.
You enjoying this, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
I watch your show a lot, so.
Oh, thank you.
I practiced.
Thank you. Oh, you practiced, so you ready.
I'm old. We practice.
You got to practice, right?
That's why we looking like we have it together. Like, you ever notice, like, certain artists, like you, Charlie Wilson, like, it looks like he just always has it together.
Yeah.
We practice.
We practice. You know, you still are, but you help shape and mold a lot of big careers.
Yeah.
Including Mary J. and the beginnings of Junior Mafia, right?
Oh, yeah.
And man, a lot of folks don't know that. You know, what is the story? How did when Big?
Well, every rap story probably has a street story, right?
Yeah.
So even though De La is not from like Brownsville, but there's a street story. Like even with Paul being their neighbor and friend, and you know, it's starting from there. So you know, we're the street story side of Biggie and Junior Mafia. Like we lived on the block, we lived right around the corner. We own this neighborhood. He's the guy that raps. We know Un. Un comes to me and says, yo, man.
Well, you got to explain Un. Who Un is.
Well, Un is probably most notable for Undies and Entertainment.
Yeah.
Cameron, he handled Kim's career for a very long period of time. But Un comes to me with this idea, and like, yo, man, we can make a group. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yo, man, all them dudes that hang around Big. I'm like, season him? He's like, yeah, man, just make a group out of them little niggas, man. He said, but I know one person that can rap, the girl Kim, who's really from the Bronx. The girl Kim from the Bronx that Big be with, you know, she could rhyme, so we could definitely, you know. I said, what about season him? He said, man, that just followed through. Plus, we got
Wait, hold up, man.
Lil Kim from the Bronx?
She raised in Brooklyn? Just
Wait, what
I know Kim from the Bronx. I don't know Kim from Brooklyn. I know her come from Brooklyn for us.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Just throw it all out there.
I mean, that's what I know. Like, dude,
Rewriting my history.
we don't have filters.
Yeah, check your mic, YZ. No, use that mic. Use that mic. Yeah, let's hear it. Is it up? Okay, get the other mic.
This
Get that other
one.
mic. You already see what happened.
1, 2.
Yeah.
better.
Go ahead. All right. YZ was speaking.
Lil Kim from the Bronx.
No, but you know it's important because the history has been written incorrectly so much that.
Well, you know what? We started sensationalizing this thing pretty early in the game. Like once we knew we had cameras and we was on the radio, we started. So I mean, you know, it's part of it. There's a lot of sensationalism, but I don't have a filter, so I don't know Kim from Brooklyn. I know Inga from Brooklyn. I remember Kim and Inga almost having a fight. That's Foxy Brown having a fight at my house because they both started in my basement.
Yo, Crip. Okay,
Yeah.
How did it start? What kindled it?
Inga's an idiot. I mean, I love her, but she's just an idiot. But you know, so she
He
comes.
said no filter.
She comes.
Hey,
She
but
comes.
listen, when you talk to like a elder statesman like this, brother, it's gonna come out.
It's gonna
like that.
come
So
out.
just you got to get used to it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
So they come. What happened is that
I've only had great experiences with Inga. I just want to say that.
no, she's a good girl. Like she's became a good girl as time. But yeah, we're having these kind of alternate sessions. So like I know her management. And they're like, we got this little girl. We think she's really good. And Smoother Hustler and them raised her, and she's good. She can rhyme. And so I'm having session with her like maybe 2 days a week, and sessions with Kim like 2 days a week. But this one particular time, we had a record label at the house to try to look at Junior Mafia to sign them.
Okay.
And Inga came by, and Troy wouldn't let her downstairs. And he was like, you know, why can't I go downstairs? And they're like, yo, they down there like meeting Biggs down there. They down there like seeing what's going on with Junior Mafia. And she's like, fuck him. You know, and then it gets, I don't even want to say what it escalated. It escalated into something really, people almost got murdered that day. It was bad.
Daddy O's here. Daddy O's here.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward. Okay, now you got the new music.
Yes, sir.
Hashtag everybody, but
So that's the
KRS.
summer record. I
One.
released that at the end of the summer.
okay.
This year I'm releasing an album a quarter. So I've released the first quarter record already, which is called Oh Dad, the Gun and the Children. Second quarter, there's a record called El Dola de Kaya, which is translated to Pain in the Streets. Most of that record is in jail, but like 2 records on the outside.
What do you mean it's in jail?
Like the whole record's in jail, like the jail records.
Conceptually or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, I
okay.
thought you were
No,
Right.
it's not the escorts in jail.
Okay.
We did it in the studio.
Okay.
Third quarter record is called No Tablecloths, which is a terminology I'm discovering, right? So my wife is from Haiti, and she said when
Hey.
she first got here and she saw Americans eat on a tablecloth, a table with no tablecloth, she was just like, what is that? So I've developed this philosophy that, like, if you got class, you tablecloth, right? If you don't, you're no tablecloth.
Right.
So everything you hate's on that record. And then my fourth quarter record is called Personal Collection. It's kind of, I combine a bunch of stuff, real personal stuff, religious stuff. My daughter's name is Sarah. I'm doing Sarah Smile Over like that. And then I'm mapping out 2017 now.
On this album, Everybody But KRS, you actually redid Hail Mary, Tupac's
Yeah,
Hail
like
Mary.
I've been calling Rich for 3 days because Mozzie's here. That's my cousin.
Rich
He's like
Nice.
one of the biggest
Rich Nice.
video directors in New York. And I just want to go ahead and shoot Hail Mary. I'm in New York. Like, let's make Hail Mary.
Okay, we'll call Rich Nice momentarily.
All we need is a green screen, right, Moz? And we could just make Hail Mary.
You gotta. What made you choose that record? That song.
That Rich. That was his idea.
That was Rich Nice's idea?
Listen, Rich Nice is the best A&R man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Twice. So.
Get a round of applause. He does A&R room here at 2 in the morning. You have another song called Graffiti, which I thought was interesting because when you were talking about if you go on, you have a site too, right?
Yeah. You know, my Vimeo, I'm Professor Daddy-O all over the internet. So on my Vimeo, all my videos are there. The fourth one should be uploaded in a minute. We shooting like a video a week.
Okay. And you talked about, you know, when in the early stages of how rap and hip hop was correlating, coming together, that the MC was the last to get on board.
Absolutely.
You know, you had Rocksteady was already formed.
Yeah, DJing, graffiti art was there.
Graph writers.
You know what I'm saying? And
everything was there.
yeah, everybody was there. I mean, it's also my beef about now, bringing it up to now. Like, DJs have advanced, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love Flash, but he couldn't have just did what your guy just did.
DJ Wonder.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Impossible. Graffiti writers are much better than they ever were.
Yeah.
Right? They're in galleries and stuff, right? You don't even talk about breakdancers. You go to China or Japan.
Oh, that looks good. Yeah,
That's
I'm
something
going to
different, right?
France tomorrow
Yeah.
to host a b-boy competition for Red Bull.
Yeah.
So it's out of this world.
So what holds us back? Like, how come we're not better than Dada Rock right now? Like, it doesn't make sense.
You got to
to
say
me.
who Dada Rock. You got to.
Dada Rock passed away. They're actually doing a memorial for him tomorrow. But Dada Rock passed away. He was one of my favorite MCs from the Fantastic Five. I mean, just, you know, impeccable. Like, you know, we don't seem to look to advance. I mean, that is kind of sort of why I like Kendrick. I do see some I want to be the next guy there stuff. But I see it in Future too. He just can't rap. He can sing, but I see it in Future too.
You see it in Future too. Daddy-O, so I'm going to play Graffiti. All right. And then
We just finished that video too.
Okay, and we're going to open up the phone lines. And matter of fact, on social media, how can people reach you?
Professor Daddy-O, one word, everywhere.
Okay, Professor Daddy-O. And YZ, how can they reach you?
Just call my name.
There it is.
Actually, it's YZ for real. If you go to like Twitter or Facebook, if you put YZ for real, the number 4 real, I'm there.
I like how it's.
But you just get out your window and I'm coming like Superman.
Okay, his son hit him in the back. Dad, this is that moment, man. Give out the real information. All right, it's Daddy-O Graffiti. Sway in the morning, 888-742-3345. Mark in Kentucky. We're going to come to you next. Sway in the morning, that was Graffiti. The project is hashtag everybody but KRS. Daddy-O from Stetsasonic is here. And he got a slew of music that's coming out every quarter this year. Also,
And next year.
And YZ has joined us too. I met YZ through his music, Sons of the Father, Tower of Power, you know, all the, you know, some of the classics, and he done a whole lot since Return of the Holy One, so on and so forth. YZ, just say hi, man.
What's good? It's Daddy-O time right now. So
I understand,
and the reason I say that is because the reason I came here and the reason I'm inspired so is because of brothers like this. And so when I'm able to shadow him and see what he does and hear him speak, you know, we never get too old to learn. And when I'm around the brother, I'm always learning, or we constantly going back and forth and arguing
Our
and
arguments
fussing.
are the best arguments.
And we debate about everything, and I think that's what we need to do. You know, I'm privileged to have an elder statesman be able to do that for me, and he's made it to where I open the doors for other people too. If you know anything about my history, I've always been that dude. Like, it's always good to see the up and coming brothers. It's good to see. I'll never, you know, diss these cats for doing what they do. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I put it like this: if you go to the '80s, there was always dumbed down music.
Yeah.
There was the only difference between now and then is you have balance there. You could listen to the dumbed down, I won't mention records.
Yeah.
But you could listen to the other side, the flip side. Here, everything on the radio is just all dumb.
Yeah. Can I ask your son a question too?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Come here, man. Your son is here. He
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Say your name. Your son came up to me one time. We was at a party together and told me he was your son.
He is.
Yeah, I almost hugged him and took him home with me.
Oh, yeah. It's funny. I can't hug him and take him home with me, so it's like.
What do you think? Say your name.
Alex Blaze.
Alex Blaze. What do you think of knowing who your father is and who's your father's mentors and who
Uncle
and your uncle is, and then and then hearing all the new music too that's out right now. What is your assessment of it all?
Like, I love my dad's music. I love the legacy that he left for us. Like, one of my dad's favorite songs is "When the Road is Covered in Snow." But I do listen to Thug.
Yeah.
Like, I do.
Me too.
And I listen to Lil Uzi and all that stuff because I be out in the streets. I'm from downtown. I'm from LES.
Okay.
So it's like I'm in the club all the
That's
time.
Lower
It's
East Side Manhattan.
Yeah. So it's like when the road and covered in snow is like it's good for when when you doing one thing, but you're not gonna turn up to that.
Yeah.
You're gonna listen to 7:30 in the club. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's real weird. And as far as like the older generation talking about styles of this generation, it's like Young Thug is like our Prince. So it's like
Prince.
It's weird.
Princess.
You know what I'm saying?
it's the same nowadays.
I like Thug, but he's a princess.
Everybody gonna have their opinions about it. You dig?
He is a princess. That's not an opinion.
Yeah, okay. Well, I had Thug up here, got a better understanding of Young Thug, man.
Okay.
And, I know he takes
You
care
always,
of his
you always get to the bottom.
Oh,
of
don't
things.
tell me about to put the RBG
Yo,
fit
Sway,
on.
yo,
Are you?
Sway.
You already see what's about to happen
Yo,
right
Sway.
now. Yes.
That-
Big shout out
that
to
joint
Stickman
that
from
you
Dead
did-
Prez.
Yeah, big shout out to Stickman. Dead Prez. That joint that you did when you brought E Hart and them up here, man.
Yeah.
That's that.
Damn, you really be watching the show. Look, I gotta put this
Because
jacket
I
on.
mess with them. Like I mess with battle rappers real hard.
Yeah. E Hart's nice.
But it was crazy.
E
Like the
Hart-
cipher was
E
crazy.
Hart is different.
I think you did like. I'm not gonna go all the way there, but you got close to. Maybe they can make records. Like you got the closest. I gotta give you that.
Yeah. Well, you know what we do with that, Daddy-O, with the battle rappers, because people got this perception of them that they can't make songs, so we invite producers to play original beats for them to
that's
rap
dope.
over.
That's
to
dope.
show that they're as talented.
Yeah.
They can't be as talented in the studio as they are in the battle arena. YZ brought me this jacket, man. Can you tell them what it is?
It's a RBG Fit Club signature windbreaker.
That's fly.
Yeah, he got my size.
Tell them about RGP.
RBG Fit Club is actually a club that Stickman started from Dead Prez, and we opened up a record company called RBG Fit Records. Basically, our whole signature sound is about, gangsters that believe in good health, good eating, a positive lifestyle, trying to change your life around. We all been to jail, but, we get out of jail and want to do better. And, we want people to understand it's G to eat right. It's G to want to live longer. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And so what I want to do is I want to set up a little time for RBG Fit Club to come up here strong because we really are deep right now.
That ain't a problem, man. That's
Hey,
family.
we got a brother. The single we just put out is a brother from the Bronx. His name is Coach Nim. And you should check him out. His first single was called Sacrifice. It's real dope. And you can check it out on YouTube right now. You could go to rbgfitclub.com and buy that right now if you want that.
Okay, we got people on the phone lines. YZ is here. Daddy-O is here. J Mac is in Detroit. J Mac, what up?
J to the Mac.
Jay, you there? I ain't hearing him. Hold up. Hold on. No, don't. Hold on. Let me see. Let's make sure the lines are working. Make sure it's not me. Okay, we got Daryl from Mississippi on the line. Daryl, what up?
Daryl.
Hey, what's going on, Sway?
Okay, that's what's up. Say hello to Daddy-O.
Hey, Daddy-O, how you doing?
What's up, Mississippi? I mess with y'all
Yeah,
too.
I like that graffiti. Hey, that's slamming, man.
Thank
I'm
you,
from
man.
Mississippi. I'm one of these Southern guys, but
I mess with
still
y'all, man.
got-
I mess with y'all. I be seen in hoods, various hoods in Mississippi at times.
What now?
I be seen in Mississippi at times. I don't have on this jacket though.
Oh, what? You been to Mississippi?
I'm in Mississippi a lot, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In Jackson?
Yeah, I've been in Jackson too.
Okay, yeah, I'm just 9 miles south of Jackson. I'm in the
That's what's
Rankin
up.
County in the area, kind of out in the rural area. But
what's up.
yeah, man, you still have from back in the day.
Thanks, man.
Big up to David Banner.
Yep. Hey, pick up that music too, Daryl. Okay, we got Marky from Kentucky on the line. What's up, Marky?
Marky.
What's going on, Slay? I've been a fan since MTV days.
Damn, thank you, man. I'm still over there, by the way. I just pick and choose.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But Daddy Yo,
Yes.
YZ, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all like I love the Founding Fathers, like I love the Black Panthers, man, for real.
Ah,
up.
really?
I
just
just did
wanna
my
touch
next
on
video.
something
Yeah,
I heard.
Daddy-O probably ain't gonna say it, but he just shot a video, and he's a Black Panther in the video. And it looked real ill, too. It looked real
But,
ill.
hey, I want to touch on something you said earlier because I know you said how y'all wish that y'all could have put like a blueprint out for
Yeah.
us. But I just want to say I'm 22, so when y'all was breaking the scene, I wasn't even an idea yet. But my mom was a music head, so I've always listened. And she's a big fan of y'all, and so I want to say that, you know, I wouldn't say that y'all didn't lay a blueprint for us because y'all did. You know, it's just kind of like if y'all was to say like the Black Panthers didn't lay a blueprint for the kids that's out here now in the black community. So, you know, I appreciate y'all.
Man,
Hey,
we
man, I appreciate
you.
that. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Makes me feel a lot better, for real, because it's good to see the youth out there paying attention and listening and paying homage, Aki.
Yeah.
Yo, salute, King.
We got Sean on the line from my hometown, Oakland. What up, Sean?
You.
What's up, man? What's going on?
What's popping?
I'm out here. I've been out here in Massachusetts for a while. Long story, but listen, I ain't never called before, but I just wanted to call because Daddy-O got me dialing these numbers, man. Daddy-O, the respect that I have for you and Sonic is incredible, and I'm glad to hear you still doing it. I'm gonna be checking for all your new music coming out, and I was hoping maybe to get a little request in. I tuned in a little bit late. Maybe y'all already played this, but I want to hear them drums off of Ghost Stetson one time.
Yeah, they did.
We played it. But you know what? Go back on demand. You can hear it.
Yeah, SiriusXM.com/on-demand.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks for
DJ Wonder hooked you up.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for the call. Two things I want to do.
Okay.
We talked about like earlier generation MCs, and we talked about current MCs. But there's an era of Big Daddy Kane, the Cool G raps, you know, of that era.
So
the Rakims,
golden age, what we call the true school. Okay, what's your question?
Where are they in this big scope of things?
Well,
they
it
were
depends
kinda,
on big scope of things is one. Where they in my scope is different. Because,
okay, in your scope.
Okay, here I am, right? So.
By the way, the jacket he has on is ridiculous.
This is the hard stuff. Okay, so this is like, you know, when you're in a class and then the teacher gives you like the real hard thing.
Yeah.
Rakim told the biggest lie in hip hop. He said it ain't where you from, it's where you at. He fucked everything up. They think he's the best MC. So where they are in the scope of this is that they're not seeing this thing right. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is this: 2015 is 16 now. You've had
Wait, how was that a lie though? What do you mean?
Because it's always been about where you're from. Any MC worth his salt is going to talk about where he's from. What did they just name Cool Herc's Street, Sedgwick Avenue in Boston? Is that where they did it? Or Chicago?
Yeah.
They did it in the Bronx. It's always been about where you're from. Springsteen, Asbury Park, Nirvana, Seattle. I can go on and on. It's always been about where you're from. Beatles is Liverpool. It's not even England. It's Liverpool. They came through on this neutrality thing where everything was hot. So like we wet the ground so hot that if you just throw an egg on it, it'll fry. But the local bands, if we want to call them that, or local hip hop scenes is what made it hot. You know, I guess Tech and Sway are from Compton. Fuck out of here. You understand what I'm trying to say? So and it always hell. Yeah. There's no, it's not like Shock G is gonna say I'm from somewhere else. Even Ice-T represents L.A. and he was born here. I mean, it's always been about where you're from. So with that neutrality in rap, all of this stuff kind of went through. Like I go out on the hip hop whatever limb and say Rob Bass will never make another hit in his life, because it came through on neutrality. It didn't come through on this gritty thing. The reason Rakim can't make records now is because he didn't have anything to talk about. I almost lost friends on the last Rakim record. I'm like, no, it's okay. It's like, D, I can't talk to you no more. So my thing is like, 2015, 16, Led Zeppelin makes a record. Megadeth makes another record. You know what U2 is doing. There's been like an Anthrax record. Like all of these records, right? We supposed to be the golden age. What the hell? We already started making records, so this is not about what T-Rex and them do. This is not about me and Rakim battling in some office or in some hallway. This is records now. We became recording artists. Where are the records? I'm putting out an album a quarter. I'm not putting out bullshit. Even my videos don't look like bullshit, and I shoot them in a day. Come on. And if you're not, just stop saying you're a legend. Stop saying all that shit. Just go home. Because then it's the other side too, right?
What's the other side?
The other side is if the Bloods get behind me, or if the Crips get behind me, or if the GDs get behind me, the D-Seps is already behind me. Then that's the other side. Then we control where you fucking walk. Come on, man. You want to do this. We like you because of your music. But the bottom line is that there's only this much hip-hop that's overground. All the rest of it feed Flint. All the rest of it feed the west side of Houston. Okay? It's only this much commercial stuff that Questlove and them and ASAP and them hang out on some hipster spot. Only that much. The rest of it is the rest of us bumblebees, as my pastor would say. We on the ground. So the bottom line is that, and then there's a bunch of adults that are like, okay, so what do I listen to? And they got nothing to listen to. And it's fair for us to say we're not going to make music for them. At least we could try. And then just go get your nephew. Like I got a nephew philosophy. Like everybody's nephew is making heat. Most of the time when you hear these old guys, it's not that you don't like them, but they beats be whack because they don't go to their nephew.
So then salutes, in a sense, could be given to an artist like a Nas or a Jay-Z.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, man. At the end of the day, you can say what you want. I'm not even a Jay-Z fan, but if Jay's not the best to ever do it, then who the hell is? Like, come on, man. Knock it off. Like, he makes
Real
records.
talk, man. That's just real talk.
Yo, he makes records. I mean, people could talk about everything outside of records, and they love to try to bring this conversation out. Dude, I'm talking about records. It's the way people know you, right? I honestly, I love everything you're doing for me here, but by playing graffiti, that made everything all official. Now there's a record.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to that's all it is. And I'm just saying, look, we're in a position now where I don't have to wait anymore. Right? I'm staying at the Lighthouse. I brought everything. I Sim and them. I mixed 2 records yesterday. My mic's there, everything. I could cut there. I can make a whole album over there if I want. It's not a problem. So we got this opportunity. It's like I'm calling Rich out to do this Hail Mary video,
Rich
right?
Nice, where you at?
You know what I'm saying? We just go do it. Like if you can, now you can go do it, and now you sit home, Melly Mel. Get out of here, man. Make records. And if you can't make records, please don't come next to me when you see me at the little Dada Rock thing and all of that. Because I'm going to be over here with these D-Seps and all that. I ain't really got no time to talk about all that, man. Make records, man.
Daddy-O, ladies and gentlemen. YZ here. I can't let you leave, though. And we might have to do a part 2 of all this.
Yeah.
We're going to just do a continuing conversation. The MC.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be an MC?
I think music was there before us, right? So we had all this disco, some of this R&B, some of the rock stuff that was there before us. So when we came along fourth after the DJ, right? So after the DJ Wonder, and after the guys sprayed their graffiti, and after the guys danced the Wonder's little break beats and stuff, we'd get on the mic. And our job, and we were charged to just make that party just come alive.
Yeah.
It was fun standing around watching the breakers. DJ had some nice tricks, and that was cool for a little while.
Yeah.
We done seen a couple of pieces up on the wall, but now we want to like kind of release everything that we had and really feel like it. Somebody relates to us. Only words could do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, we start off by saying, what borough in the house? Who here tonight? And the boroughs get to shout themselves out, and then we start telling them, throw your hands in the air. And they start throwing their hands, and they start boom, and then we just start rhyming. And then we say some crazy shit, like some shit Dada Rock would have said or some shit Mel would have said. And it just made the party official. People went home happy.
I think that's the perfect introduction.
Some people got robbed after, but most people went home happy.
Well, you know what it is, Daddy-O and YZ. I don't know if they told you, but I'm sure your son must have. I'm pretty sure you already know. You can't come up in this room and walk out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
without spitting something.
You are now entering the 5 fingers of death.
DJ Wonder plays 5 unique beats meant to test your lyrical stamina.
I saw the look in his eyes. This guy is crazy.
Many have tried.
I'm the best. This is just another chance for me to prove it.
But many have failed.
Give me some hip-hop.
It's the 5 fingers of death.
That's right. DJ Wonder's gonna play 5 beats, Daddy-O. YZ, I don't care if y'all switch off or Daddy-O, you gonna take it on the head to the head all by yourself.
But YZ, you rhyming, right?
Yeah,
you rhyming though, right?
Be number 1.
I'm an MC.
Brooklyn, East New York, Red Hook. I love
in the
y'all.
morning, shade
I love y'all.
5.
I took a pledge to forget about the rest of y'all. Though you shoot, no need to wear a vest for y'all. It's your life that you stopping. Might as well forget about the shit that you popping. Me ain't no stopping. I escape drama like Thelma and Louise and knock out trees to get the cheese. Wanna get a play? See me at the front of the class. I'm a grade A student with a foot in your ass. Same spot you went, tried to blast, but you know you gotta say the best for last. As for me, I be on some Brooklyn shit, calling shots and kicking it with Brooklyn chicks. Niggas wanna know, but they don't read books. Call me out my name, give me dirty looks, but I'm strong and better than the most of men. And I keep a Mac 11 for the roast of men. The Brooklyn daddy, the not the Kane, and I be driving rappers insane.
Ooh, Daddy-O, YZ, it's on you, beat number 3. There it is.
Is this mic on?
Yeah. Y'all feel like that?
Yo.
Sway in the morning.
Yo.
True hyenas up in here.
Oh, wait, you just run to that?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I'ma leave a permanent scar. Look to your facade, I get you hated by your neighbors, wrecking out your garage. My beats bang, and I come with the beats ring through your head and acronium and then cranium. It's a freestyle, so you know I'm titanium strong. And I can't go wrong when I spit. So if you come on my face and you talking shit, you better back it up something, cause I'm real, kid. You know it, I flow it, I do it, I knew it. You come in and I will ruin you. If you ain't spitting hard, better get out my face, cause I will smack the taste out your fucking mouth. Real talk, nigga, I'm from uptown and not down south. It's right off the dome. And I better stop now, because if I don't, you might not ever want to leave me alone.
YG, Daddy-O.
Yeah.
You got one more? I don't know if you have
yeah.
Yeah?
I guess so.
I'm freestyling.
Listen,
we freestyling.
I've been on the grind before. Not that I don't think about the grind no more. I still grind for dough. Can't forget about the ghetto cause my people po. Can't forget my black Beretta cause police is so. Can't forget the Stetson Sonic, so when you see Fuquan, give him a hug. Cause his grave has been dug, yeah.
Oh, whoa. I mean, whoa. What's that last line? You see Fuquan, give him a hug because his grave's been dug. What is?
Because he with the grave diggers. And you know, Poetic died, so.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to deal with.
Y'all cool, though?
Yeah, Fuquan's on. He was on the last show. We about to do a single today. We going in the studio.
Oh, okay.
I'm cool with all my group, but I'm competitive with everybody. I call everybody.
Right
Yo,
there.
I had a
crazy line to be cool
conversation.
With. Yo, wait, hold on. That's
hey, he called it. Hey, he called himself a grave digger. I didn't do that.
Okay.
It's fair game when you put it out.
You didn't like the grave diggers though? Prince Paul did that, right?
I think grave diggers okay. I didn't like anything horrorcore at all. Thought it was all crazy. I'm a fan of religion. I don't like horrorcore. Big fan of religion.
Okay, all right. Damn, I would have never thought that.
Shout out Loon, man.
Yeah. Loon?
Garb and everything.
Bad boy?
Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Israelite.
That's my homie Loon, too. Daddy-O, man, thank you for coming by.
Hey, man,
morning,
thank you for having me.
Man, I wouldn't, man, YZ, man, come back. Bring stick with you. Bring stick with you, too.
Yo, man, I want to shout out your man DJ Wonder, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I really enjoyed this. Music is the backbone of everything that we do, and so I think we're cool when we're talking, but when the music comes in, so I want to shout him out.
DJ Wonder, man.
Shout out my man Blue Rocks too, man. Shout out Blue Rocks.
Wonder. You just got props, official props right here from, a Vanguard, a pillar in the game.
Say something.
And you look, he He'll diss his own homie, man. So if he like you, he must really like you.
So I appreciate it. And he said something before that I'm probably just gonna make into a drop when you talk about Flash. You know what I'm saying? I might flip that up a little bit.
Flip that up?
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You could teach Flash some stuff.
Wow. Flash gonna come up here looking at you cross.
Flash, my friend.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, he gonna look at Wonder. Yo, Daddy O, thanks for coming through. You guys support Daddy O.
Old Dad Truth Records, True School Entertainment. Look us up.
And we're gonna play that right now. Or what we gonna play? YZ? Man, I gotta play YZ before we leave. He been begging me not
Please.
to, man.
No,
But,
don't
man,
listen to him.
man.
Don't listen to him. I'm his big brother. Play
What,
it.
we turn on the holy one? There it is. YZ,
Yeah.
Sway in the
Turn
morning.
that up.
Shade 4-5.
Turn that up.
David Collier is
Turn
gonna
that
join
up.
us momentarily, man. Sway in the morning. Shade 4-5.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.